Chapter 37. A Road Map Called Life. Look at the world around you. Then tell me, how many people are still following their own road? And how many just carry forward, not having the slightest clue where they are heading to? "I think it's here, to the left," said the woman, clearly irritated. She looked at the map, only to see that the map ended at the very point where she was. "Just my luck," she blurted out. "Anyhow, it can't be much further now. Maybe just around the corner." She wasn't too sure about it, though. Then again, how could she? Once again she looked at the map, only to confirm to herself that the map really ended at the exact spot she was at. Suddenly, a flashback hit her, like a déjà vu, as if all this already happened once before. Yes, now that she thought about it, she was pretty sure. The whole situation where the map ended, just at the very point where she needed it, just when she wanted to have a look at it to see where she was, exactly the same way. It happened before. She opened the glove compartment to see if maybe there was another map. Maybe a map extending just a bit further. Or a map of the region that covered the next part of the road. Nothing. Or rather, that is, 25 maps at least, but all of places where she had been before. Places she already knew her way around. Again the woman felt a déjà vu creeping up from deep within her mind. "Yes," she said, "I have lived this before. Nothing but old maps, only the ones I don't need." For a moment her mind wandered off, trying to remember when she bought some of these maps. For some reason she couldn't remember. She looked at another map, and yet another. Finally, she looked at all the maps, trying to remember. Weird, she thought. She couldn't remember buying any of these maps, yet she knew all of these regions, knew them very well even. Why would I have bought these maps? She wondered, especially as I don't need them. The woman's mind wandered back to the present. Left or right? She said to herself. Make a decision. She started up the engine again, and in an impulse decided to take the road to the left. She drove off, trying to recognize something familiar, a landmark of some sort that would help her find out where she was. Nothing. Another crossroad. She hesitated. She took a right this time. A bit further. Feeling completely lost, a left again, then another left. She pulled over once again, wanted to have another look at the map. Maybe she had been driving in circles. Maybe she had turned back to a region that was on the map. She checked the name of the street she was in, then looked at the map. Yes, she said, there it was right on the edge of the map. Not the same edge, of course. Still, she could clearly see it. There it was. Peltree Boulevard. Yes, she could see where she was, but once again, driving on would get her off the map. She looked around. No one in sight. Left or right, she said, having a feeling, as if all this already happened once before. She started her car, a hunch, no more. To the right, she said, and drove off. Weird, you say? Did you say weird? Yet this is exactly how most people live their lives, the wizard said. Every time they come to a cross point in their lives, they look for instructions, something to hold on to. They look at the old maps, the maps showing them the road they already covered. the maps called past experiences. But these maps will not tell you where to go. It's not that you cannot look at the old maps. In many ways they will be helpful. But the road to follow is the road that leads you off the map. It is a new road, your road and yours only to create. Imagine that freedom, Shaoni. The next step forward, Shaoni, the next decision, it's yours to take, and you are completely free in that choice. You can look at your old maps, your old experiences. You can even ask others. Ask them to look at their maps and tell you about it if you like. But in the end, you will have to make your own choices. Create your own road ahead. A road not yet catalogued. A road not yet on any map. Do you understand what that means? Have you any idea how much power that gives you? Shaoni had to reflect on it for a moment. He thought about the woman being lost. But then, in a way, it is as if you are constantly lost. Shaoni said. No, it is not, the wizard replied. It's just that, if you think you are lost, you will feel lost. But you are not. Not really. Because there is no way to get lost. Always remember, you are the one in charge. You are the one creating the road ahead, my boy. You are the map creator. Such is the world you live in. It is a world of pure potentiality, and the only thing limiting you are the boundaries you have set for yourself. Look at the world around, my boy. Then tell me, how many people are still following their own road? And how many just carry forward, not having the slightest clue where they are heading to? But can the woman of your story then just keep on driving if she wants to? If that is what she wants, yes. On the map of life, there is no end, and every time you look at it, you will find that you have come just to the end of your map. That is what potentiality really means, my boy. It is a universe, open for your creation, and limited only by the boundaries that you have set for yourself. Later that evening, when all had gone quiet and a blanket of peace had unfolded over the world, the wizard came up to the boy and said, "If ever in your life you come to a point where you think there is no way out, where you look around and feel you are completely alone, with no one to help you, no previous experiences or old maps to guide you, think back of the woman behind the wheel and say to yourself, 'The day I decide to take control, the day I decide to feel good, the day I decide to stop fearing, the day, this day, one day, any day, it's up to me. I am the one in control of my life. I am the map creator.'" "That simple?" Shaoni asked. "That simple," the wizard replied. "The difficult thing is not to create, but to believe that you are a creator."